pressing. La la. Boom, baby.
So excited to get to show your cookbook.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is probably one of the most exciting videos ever since I started my YouTube channel because I have a vegan cookbook. You guys, I cannot believe that I finally have my very own vegan cookbook. It has been a long time coming. I'm so sorry it's taken so long. There was a lot more that needed to be done that I wasn't aware of, and then things kept getting in the way, and so I told you guys this ebook was gonna come out, or that I was making it years ago, and so it's finally out. I know I keep saying ebook and cookbook. It was originally going to be an ebook, but it's a cookbook, so you guys can get this online on Amazon. You just look up My Vegan Cookbook by Cambria DeVries, or just Cambria DeVries Cookbook or whatever, and this is what it looks like. I have 32 easy vegan recipes in here. It's beautiful, it's all in color, it's hardcover, it's matte. These are recipes that I had worked on years ago, and these are mainly, or a good majority of them are gluten-free, oil-free, refined sugar-free, and delicious. I thought it would be super fun for today's video to make a few things with you guys and taste them for you to show you how they are, because honestly, I haven't tried any of these since I first started making this ebook, so it's been a long time since I've had a lot of these recipes, and my palate may have changed, so you're gonna get a genuine reaction to these recipes. So we're gonna start with our first recipe, which are these Samoa cookies. I haven't made these in forever, but I remember that I really liked them. So we'll see if that still holds true. For this, you're going to need rolled oats, coconut shreds, agave, baking soda, salt, and chocolate chips, and that is it. We're gonna start by preheating the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, we are just going to add all the ingredients to a bowl. There's no rhyme or reason to it because it just says mix all ingredients together, and that's one of the things that I loved when I was making this, was that most of these recipes you can just toss into a bowl. So you're gonna start with your rolled oats, and we're gonna put those into a bowl, and then some coconut shreds, and then we're gonna add some agave, then we're gonna add some baking soda, and then a pinch of salt. And then you're gonna mix those all together. One thing I do remember about this recipe was that at the time that I made it, I was not a fan of coconut, but I really liked these cookies. So I'm really hoping that these are as good as I remember, if not better, because I love coconut now. I mean, it's not my first choice, but I still love it. And now you're going to make sure that your hands are clean. And you're gonna take a parchment lined tray, and you're just gonna take a little more than a tablespoon's worth and kind of form them into balls as best that you can and kind of press them down. So they kind of look a little bit messy, but I think they'll be fine. So you want to keep them separate because they will spread. And now you're going to pop these in the oven for 6 to 10 minutes. I'm going to start with 6 and then just keep an eye on it. Alright, so while those are baking, we are actually going to start on our next recipe, which are these no-bake breakfast cookie dough balls. So I remember I used to eat these all the time. Like, I loved these. They were so easy, so quick, and just a quick snack to just eat. So good. And they were loaded, so let's jump right into it. First, you're going to start by adding some oat flour into your bowl. You can use any other gluten-free flour. I just prefer oat flour because it has the best flavor. Now you're gonna add some rolled oats, some coconut oil, and honestly, you don't have to add coconut oil. You can just add some extra nut butter. So for example, I'm going to add a 1/4 cup of peanut butter, but if you don't want to add the coconut oil, you can just do a 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of peanut butter to the mix. I just like the extra flavor that the coconut oil gives and the additional nutritional benefits that it brings. Then you're going to add a 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons of maple syrup or agave. Then you're going to add a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar. Once again, you can use a different type of sugar. I just love the flavor of coconut sugar. And then you're gonna want some vegan chocolate chips. The recipe calls for regular chocolate chips, but I have these mini ones that I kind of want to try, so We're gonna add these to the mix and then just mix it. Oh my gosh, the smell of this is throwing me back. These smell so good. So this is what it should look like. And now you're just gonna take however much you want, depending on the size of ball that you want, and just roll it into little balls. I remember I used to make a version of these with my mom when I was little, and I always loved helping her make them. And I could eat, I kid you not, like 7 of those ones in one sitting. So these are gonna be a little dangerous to have in the house. So this is what they look like. And you can just eat them as is, but because we're still working on other things, I'm going to put these in the fridge just to chill. So these Samoa cookies came out of the oven and they look like that. And now we're going to let these cool until they are completely cooled off, and then we're going to roll them back into balls. And the reason why I did this is because baking them kind of crystallized the sugar, and the stickiness of it is going to hold their shape when we roll them again. And baking them just really enhances all the flavors. It just cooks them and makes the flavors so almost buttery. It's really good. And so that's why we bake them and then reform them into balls, because if we didn't bake them and just left them in their original ball shape, they probably would fall apart. So the baking is a really crucial step. So we're just gonna let these cool now, and then we're gonna move on to our third recipe. So for our third recipe, we are going to be making some no-bake granola. I've been on a granola kick lately, so we're gonna see how this granola compares to all the granolas I've been eating. So we're gonna start out with some rolled oats, and then some hemp seeds or hemp hearts, and then you're going to add 2 tablespoons of maple syrup or any liquid sweetener. I just think maple syrup tastes the best. And then some peanut butter. You can also use almond butter, but for this recipe I think peanut butter tastes the best. Then you're going to add some cocoa powder or cacao. The recipe calls for cacao, but I only have cocoa right now, so we're gonna use cocoa. And then a teaspoon of cinnamon. And then the recipe calls for cacao nibs, which I don't have at the moment, so I'm just going to use some more mini chocolate chips. And then you're just gonna mix that all up. Another thing that I really like about these recipes is that they're very versatile. You don't have to use the things, I mean, I would recommend using all the ingredients that are listed, but you can interchange the ingredients as well if you don't have certain things. They're just very simple and easy. It's just a really great starter pack. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. And you can either set this out and let it sit, or you can put it in the fridge, or you can eat it right away. I am going to let it sit for a little bit just to let the flavors kind of marinate. So we're gonna set this aside and we're going to work on our Samoa cookies. Basically, you're just going to pick up your Samoa cookie. It's all sticky now, so it's easier to form into a ball that will stay. Yay! Okay, so now they all are rolled into balls. And now your chocolate that we didn't use, we are going to microwave this until it's melted. All right, so now our vegan chocolate is melted. And now you're just going to take your balls and dip the bottom in the chocolate like so, and then just put them back on your tray. And you can dip as much or as little as you like. Just be very careful because there is a possibility that they will fall apart as you dip them. And if that happens, you can just get a spoon and scoop it out. It's not a big deal. So now the bottoms are all dipped, and I like to go back in with the rest of the chocolate and just drizzle it on top. So now they look like this. And now for the hardest part of this recipe is putting them in the freezer and letting them freeze for an hour. I'm probably not gonna wait an hour, but you should probably wait an hour if you want the best results, but I'm still gonna put them in the freezer, but probably not for an hour. Okay, so while we're waiting for those to chill, we are going to try everything else that we made. So I'm gonna start with our granola. I have a bowl here. I'm just gonna add some of the granola into the bowl. This is what it looks like. And now I'm just going to add some almond milk. Okay, let's try it. Oh my gosh. This is better than any granola I've ever bought. Wow, it's super sweet. It's soft. You get the spice from the cinnamon. Oh my gosh, this is a 10 out of 10. And it's changing the milk to chocolate milk. If you know me, that is the ideal factor in any granola or cereal that I eat. If it changed the milk to chocolate milk, we're all set. All right, next up, we're gonna try the breakfast balls. These look so good. Okay.
That's what the inside looks like.
These are so good. You can taste the sweetness of the maple syrup, and you get the peanut butter, and then you get the coconut oil, which is really, really good. These are so good. I also love the rolled oats. I want to eat the whole plate, but we gotta try everything else. So I'm gonna go get the Samoa cookies, which are probably not even close to chilled, but we're still gonna try them anyway. Okay, they were actually a lot more chilled than I expected. I'm going to try one. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know if you can see how gooey that is. These are so chewy and delicious. Oh my gosh, you guys. Those are a 10 out of 10. Those are amazing. Okay guys, so I actually made a few other things yesterday and I really wanted to try them on camera to get my reaction. So I waited for this video before I tried them. The first thing we're gonna try is this mousse. It's basically overnight oats, but the way that I made it is very moussey. That's what it looks like. I'm actually gonna scoop some out so you can see. So it's very thick and moussey. So let's just try it. That is so good, and it tastes like mousse too. Very good. So this one is just in my dessert section. Very good, because it tastes like a dessert, so it needs to be the dessert section. Next up, I have these chocolate chip oatmeal raisin cookies. I remember I really, really liked these, so I'm very excited to try them. And these are very, very soft. Okay. Wow. The chocolate chips are soft and the raisins add a really nice flavor. Those are very good. Okay, we have two more things. The next thing is this chocolate chip peanut butter loaf. It's very gooey. Okay. That is so good. Wow. It's so thick, but it's so good. If you like peanut butter, you will love that bread. So good. Okay, last but definitely not least, my carrot cake recipe. I remember when I tried this, it was literally the best carrot cake I had in the entire world. Ugh, it was just so, so good. So I frosted it and I put some homemade candied walnuts on it. That is very optional. You do not have to do that. I just wanted to because I wanted to make it look somewhat decent. The frosting recipe that I use also comes with the carrot cake recipe also in the ebook. So we're just gonna dig in. Actually, I'm gonna cut into it on camera. Ooh. Okay, let's try it. Oh, that is so good. It's so rich too. Oh my gosh, but that's definitely the best carrot cake. You guys, I am thoroughly impressed. I didn't think I was going to like these recipes as much as I did. And I swear I'm not just saying that, like I actually forgot that they were this good. And this book, like it's not limited to sweets. It has everything from waffles to pancakes, French toast, like breakfast stuff, to pizza and breadsticks. And I even have like curry and a stir fry in there, and they're all super easy recipes because I like easy. Like I said, I'm not just saying this, but this book has some really good recipes and I'm really excited to taste test all the other things in here because like I said, I haven't had some of these things for a really long time, and I'm so proud of how everything turned out. Like it's so pretty. And so yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to get my book, like I said, you can go on Amazon and look up my name and my cookbook and it should pop up. It looks like this. Everything was so, so good. It was so much fun. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.